Just hey there, Heather, hello there. It's Jeff Carter Diamond. Welcome you to another Title Belt Boxing Tournament. We've just finished the 1964 tournament where Carlos Ozon won for the Argentines. Now, the funny thing about this tournament, that last tournament, was that it's the second time ever doing these title belts that 3 straight tournaments have been won by non-Americans. We had a stretch after 3 American wins that Puerto Rico, Philippines, and Canada getting tournaments. In 2002, the 56 and the 1918 tournament were all won by Puerto Rico, Philippines, and Canada. Now the 1951 tournament, the 1892 tournament, the 1964 tournament won by non-Americans. But let's generate. 1981. I don't think we've really done many tournaments that start with the end of year 1. So 1981. So that is the 6th tournament of the 1980s. So the special rule is going to take it in place. I'll explain more about the special rule later. 1981. So the special rule comes into place. Did I have that right? Yes, I do. So the special rule. So I'll explain the special rule. That is gonna make things a little different. The 70s. All right. All right. So I'm gonna make sure. Okay. So first and foremost. Okay. So Pepino Cuevas is 3 and 4, so he can't compete. He faced Gianfranco Rossi. We'll go with Mo Hope against Rossi. Any other guy? Maurice Watkins. It's virtually. Okay, that matchup. Okay, so that matchup is Jake Matala and Jeff Chandler. Okay, so Matala and Chandler. John Mugabe. James 1 and 2. Okay. And James Smith. All right. 2 and 1 versus Carlos De Leon can't. So page 5. So we will go with the Ugandan Nightmare Kalule. Put a pair of. Okay, so now here's what's going to happen. So now, get this. Manley versus Bunny Johnson. Joe Manley is page 29. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go, in 1981, we're going to do it like bouts. So, upper. All right, so let's go with everyone who's been in 6 tournaments. So Pinklin Thomas will face Carlos Santos. They've been in 6 fights, and they have yet. Those 2 have yet to have hit 7, but they will go to the finale. Joy Quali's been at 6 fights, but he has not been officially eliminated. So you got that, and you got Bernardo Mercado. So we're gonna get the big boys and the virtualite. Yeah, anyone with the big name in there, their thing will be untouched. Eddie Gonzalez has yet to fight. So it'll be McCallum versus Sol Mombi. Sol Mombi, he has been into 6 fights. McCallum and Mombi. These guys have yet to fight. All right, so 5 fights, 3 and 2. All right, so we're gonna go with the 3 and 2s now. Got Ernie Shavers versus Sam Serrano. Well, we'll go with the 5. If you get 5, but you want to be above 500. Jimmy Cross has yet to fight. Jerry Quarry is 3 and 2. He's above 500. Ramon Peralta is also 3 and 2, so he'll fight. Yeah, like the Jeff Chandler Matala fight, that's stuck because they both haven't fought. I mean, they both have fight. I don't know. Lose my phone. Greg Page will face off against Manukuzan, Manson, Manuel Saran, Luke Capuano. Has yet to fight. If they have 1 fight, then we change it to one guy with 1 fight. Then we change it back to the normal 1 to 10. But I have to make sure I'm. Cody's 2 and 3. William Jackson will face Michael Dokes. Troy Thomas. I don't think he's fought, right? Oh no, he hasn't fought. Yeah. Page 4. Let's see. 4. And we have Ray Mancini. He's a former semifinalist. Any other former semifinalists at 3-1? Oh, Solu Calabe, 3-1. So you lose in the semifinals, you gotta take a chance. Ronnie Harris has yet to fight. Don Curry's been to a semifinal and hasn't had a fight since. And I'm gonna put him against Juan Laporte. Okay, so all right. So what I'll do for the last 2 fights is do the rating situation. So page 5, right? Oops, the other way around. And so Manuel Jimenez is page 23, 5. 3, 4, 5. And your ranking. And it will be S.T. Gordon making his debut against Gustavo Balas, who won that fight. The flyweight, waffle. And Guado, page 31. Let's go 4. We'll go with Sugar Baby Rojas making his debut. And we'll go with Jimmy Paul. So Rojas and Jimmy Paul will get to fight. So we'll get the veterans to fight their 7th fight in the 1980s. And we'll see what happens. Alright, so no Canadians in this thing. Pair of Ugandans. A lot of people say, do you try to put Canadians in? I'm like, no, of course not. Alright, so the first semifinal will be Pinklin Thomas and Mike McCollum, who actually got in kind of with the new system. So Pinklin gets McCollum. So it's Jamaica versus U.S. Danny Florio for coming. So it's at the Fantasy Springs Casino. Joe Antonassi is your announcer. Galacio Rashueta, your referee. Corbo McTavish and Campaneshi, your judges. Ian Lord, your ringside expert. I am the Lord. So U.S. versus Jamaica. Pinky Thomas, 43-7-1. He was the WBC heavyweight champion. His road. He got knocked out he got TKO'd in the semifinals in a tournament against Wilfredo Gomez. And I believe Gomez lost too. Yeah, Wilfredo Gomez then lost to Bob Foster, I think. So anyway, yeah, he had a good run. Well, he beat Ron Lyle, Luis Ramirez, Bobby Chicon, and Alfonso Zamora, losing to Hilario Zapata and Wilfredo Gomez. But he TKO'd Carlos Santos. He split decision on Mo Hope, and he put a decision on Lupe Pintor. Basically putting Santos and Pintor into retirement with the 7th fight. Mike McCollum, the body snatcher. He was 1-5 to start his career in this thing. 49-5-1, light heavyweight, middleweight, and light middleweight champion. So yeah, he actually started out 4 straight losses. He lost to Costa J.C. Chavez, Michael Spinks, and Carlos Galaxy. And then he came out of freaking nowhere to beat Prudencio Cardona before being DQ'd against James Smith. And then 5 months later, he's beaten Sol Mombi by TKO, decision Ernie Shavers, and TKO Jerry Quarry. So that's huge how you knock 3 guys into retirement and all that. Now these 2 will definitely go into retirement, but who will win, Pinklin or McCollum? Jamaica would love to see someone like McCollum get over. 7. Oh, pink club.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your decision.
Oh. Well, his left eye was really swollen. I mean, honestly. So McCallum knocks off Pinklin Thomas. Man, McCallum might be working his Jamaican magic. Jamaica doesn't have a champion. Will Jamaica get a spot in the Nations Cup because of this? Maybe they will. Oh yeah, I forgot to write down Argentina. Give me this one. So there are 15 countries are in the Nations Cup. Next up is Julian Jackson and Ayub Kalule. So a newbie. So Kalule, one of the two Ugandans. Well, his first tournament, he gets Julian Jackson. So it's the Virgin Islands versus Uganda. So kind of. But I think Julian Jackson, if he wins, he's technically American. So I guess you can kind of say that. So Brian Mitchell and Spider Kelly are facing each other. They're in England at Generic Stadium. Joe Antonuzzi, Michael Hook is your referee. Crocker, Trematria, and Sando, your judges. Max Davis, your ringside expert. So it's Virgin Islands versus Uganda. Julian Jackson, the Hawk, as they call him, he's kind of American. 55-6, middleweight and light middleweight championship. He beat Ron Lyle and Michael Moore in his first tournament before losing to Rocio Tour of Holland. There's a big one. He beat Paulie Ayala before losing to Michael Nunn. And then in his next tournament, he TK'd Michael Dokes. He decisioned Calabe, and he KO'd Don Curry. So that's huge. Ayub, this is his first tournament. His hometown's Denmark, but he's a Ugandan, 46-4, light middleweight champion. His 3 tournaments, he decisioned James Smith, Jimmy Paul, and Gustavo Ballas. So he hasn't really faced anyone with experience. So that's why Ayub has been to the semifinals. So this is huge for Ayub.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
He's going to have to do something.
The judges' votes are
Wow.
here, ladies and gentlemen, is your
You can't go on. And Julian Jackson has knocked Ayub out. I can't believe it. I didn't think it would be that fast, but Julian Jackson did it. The junior middleweight. So now he faces Mike McCallum. So it's Jamaica versus U.S. I know it's for U.S. Virgin Islands, but they don't really have enough fighters for a Nations Cup. And U.S. Virgin Islands kind of is an American principality. Jamaica would love to see someone get to the Nations Cup. McCallum versus Jackson. Teams and all that. Danny Florio and Tommy Gallagher. The event from the Jamaican National Stadium. Joe Humphreys, your announcer. Richard Steele, the referee. Ray Hawkins, Marcos Torres, Hector Hernandez, your judges. Rob Morris, your ringside expert. Here we go. 5-5 versus 7-2. These 2 guys actually got in on technicalities to get into this tournament without having to worry about if they're going to pick them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I would think Jackson might win this one.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm sure. That's it. That's gonna be it. It's junky.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ladies and gentlemen, we have your decision.
Oh my god, and McCollum got him. I thought Julian Jackson was going to win. He looks like he was going to win, but he loses. Mike McCollum started out 1-5 in his career. Jackson had him, and then he just lost it. That's a brutal way to lose a tournament. Julian Jackson had him, and then for some strange reason, he got TKO'd. So Mike McCollum shocks the world and himself by giving Jamaica a spot in the tournament of 128. And not only that, he gets Jamaica a spot in the Nations Cup as they finally have a champion. So Jamaica makes the Nations Cup. So 16 countries has qualified. Julian Jackson must be pissed off. He knocked McCollum out twice and he thought he won the match, but McCollum got him. Wow. I can't believe it. I just can't.